up, guys? Welcome to the channel. As you can see, we have an all-new fun-filled, power-packed show in line for all of you. But before we get started, take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We stream and upload a new show like this every week. And if you have the bell on, you'll be notified the moment we go live. Well, I'm excited to get this show started for all of you. So as always, sit back, relax, and enjoy Fat Guy Radio Show.
Fat Guy Radio Show. We'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you. But you won't know until you listen. Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze.
What is up, guys? Welcome to the channel. As you can see, we have an all-new fun-filled...
Tommy here, and boy, do I have a deal for you. You are lucky to have met me today. There's this thing called the internet. I know, it was new to me too. You can buy things off this thing called the internet. One place that I found the best place to buy is the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Look, deals on top of deals on top of deals on top of deals. They've got deals toppling deals. They can barely keep up with how fast the swag store sells out. If I were you, and I'm glad you are, shop the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store today. What are you waiting for? A seam down the middle of a political divide? Get over to FatGuyRadioShow.com/store right now. You won't believe how much power you get from supporting by shopping. The Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Designed so hot you'll need a pot holder. I think they have those too.
This is the Fat Guy Radio Show with Corey Blaze. Blaze? Is that a marijuana reference?
Well, everybody, Arby's has done it again. All right, look, I'm on the Arby's train.
If this is what I think this is
what you think it is,
then Arby's has not done it again.
Arby's has done it again.
Okay.
Arby's has Britney Spears. Oops, I did it again. I played with your sandwich. Now, I'm not talking about Arby's and those vagina meat sandwiches.
Okay.
I'm not talking about those. We have cataloged on this show about the Wagyu burger at Arby's, right?
Oh, yeah, that was delicious.
We have cataloged on this show the Hero that Arby's came out with.
Oh, that was bomb, too.
And it hit so well that they put the bitch on the menu permanently.
Oh, is it really on the menu permanently?
She there.
Oh, okay. I guess I could go to Arby's.
She is there. So now Arby's has done it yet again.
Okay.
With a pecan chicken salad sandwich. Now, for those of you that are wondering what a chicken salad sandwich is, it's basically another excuse for mayonnaise. That's how I explained it.
Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise.
Mayonnaise?
Mayonnaise. That's how I explained it to my son when he was asking me what it was about. So Arby's has...
Not to be confused with womenades.
Not to be confused with womenades, and not to be confused with... I'm not going to say that.
When life gives you women, make womenade.
When life gives you women, make womenades. So Arby's has come out with a new pecan chicken salad sandwich, and it is bussin'. It is bussin'. Okay, now here's what I did. I may or may not have had a new Arby's pecan chicken salad sandwich every other day since discovering them last week.
Wow.
Just maybe. Just maybe. I cannot confirm nor deny if I have.
I'm going to say you have. I'm like, because fat people don't bring up their escapades without it being confirmed. Like, you're not going to hear me say, I may or may not steal 6 in a box.
That's a lot.
Is it 6 in a box? Yeah, 6. Is it 6 in a box? Yes. No. Is it 8? It's 6 in a box. Because
you got your 6 in a box, girl. Six in a box, yeah.
I think it's 6 in a box.
All right, so the pecan chicken salad sandwich at Abba's.
Yeah. Did you have it every other day this week?
That I cannot confirm nor deny.
No, you're confirming it.
You don't know my life.
I know your life. I know your fat life. So, so you had it.
Okay, so I had it. Now listen, anytime I discover something new, we have, believe it or not, here, we have a fake budget, which is pretty much just me
funding it,
masking it as a budget to the show. That when I discover some new food, because of my closeted fat guy DT, I send it to him. So I send DT a text.
Yeah.
When I discovered this, first I saw the commercial, then I saw the commercial for the sandwich, and then I wanted to go and get the sandwich from the commercial, which is also how I discovered the hero, which is also how I discovered the Wagyu burger at Arby's. So I send my boy DT a text message, and I says, hey.
You want me to read it verbatim?
Yeah, go ahead. Read you have the message.
It says, Mocha, where do you line up on pecan chicken salad sandwiches? And then he sends me a link.
Yeah, I sent you a link to the Arby's website.
Now, I was already typing my response
before you even
before I got the link.
See, that's messed up. All right.
And I said, that sounds gross, but I would try it to see if it is gross. And then I sent that as a link after the link had came in, and then I hit the link and looked at the sandwich. And immediately, my response after that was, never mind. That looks gross. I'm going to pull up the picture here.
Well, it doesn't look, I mean, you can't base that off of the picture because those pictures are always, posted up, or they're made, to look better than they really are. You know what I mean? So you can't always go based off that picture. All right.
So this is the picture right here.
Okay.
Now, based off the picture from afar, it may look good.
That looks delicious.
But when you zoom in and start examining the picture, here's why it looked gross to me.
Okay, why did it look gross to you?
Let me go back to my regular show.
Yeah, go back to your regular show. We got some switching going on, so we don't have to see all of these flips and flops.
No problem.
All right. Why did it look gross to you?
I see cranberries and grapes in there.
Oh, you are right. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to get some sound effects here as you name these off because my mouth is salivating listening to you. So you see cranberries and grapes.
Exactly.
Okay.
And knowing that this is a chicken salad sandwich.
Chicken salad sandwich.
Made by wit people. I'm pretty sure there's an apple in there.
There is definitely apple chopped up in this chicken salad sandwich. You are correct.
So if you take all the fruit out, I might enjoy the salad.
You take all the fruit out, you got a tuna salad. The whole idea behind a
don't,
chicken,
because it has chicken.
The
chicken is not, tuna may be the chicken of the sea, but chicken is the chicken of the land. I'm just saying. Like, you can't call it tuna salad.
Tuna isn't chicken of the land?
No, tuna is not chicken of the land. Chicken is chicken of the land.
And then for those of you that are tracking with the show, chicken is also vegetarian. But nevertheless, dude.
That is true.
Chicken salad sandwich is supposed to have all that great stuff. This is the one salad that you're supposed to put grapes and apples in that you bring to the barbecue.
Corey, if I wanted all that fruit, I would have ordered a fruit salad. Why would I want fruit and chicken and call it a chicken salad? You got chicken salad. I miss the days where chicken salad had like cheese, eggs, mayonnaise, and chicken.
It does have chicken,
and you could put pecans in there, and I might be okay with that. But
they're amazing.
When you start adding apples, grapes, cranberries, it's no longer a chicken salad. It is now a fruit salad with chicken.
Okay. So go and try the pecan fruit salad with chicken salad sandwich at Arby's. It's delicious. Do you like apples?
By themselves?
You just see.
You
can't be fat if you're that picky. You cannot be fat by being that picky.
Name
what I won't eat. Name what I won't eat, bruh. Look at this girth and name one thing that I don't eat. One.
Cheese.
That's only because of a medical condition that I have.
You don't eat it. You don't eat it.
I do eat it.
Sparingly.
I have to eat it sparingly, and I have to eat natural cheese.
Okay, but Corey, we literally, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, had an argument.
We don't argue.
Well, had a discussion on the show.
A very loud discussion
on this show about how finicky you are with Pop-Tarts. We literally talked about your finickiness with Pop-Tarts.
There's not a finickiness. I was just asking if you Pop-Tarted the way that I Pop-Tarted. I will take a Pop-Tart in the oven. I will take a Pop-Tart in a toaster oven. I will take a Pop-Tart in a toaster. The only thing I don't do is that I won't take a Pop-Tart when it's
cold.
Exactly.
Cold.
But that doesn't mean I haven't. That doesn't mean I haven't.
I don't take my apples with chicken.
Apples and chicken go good together.
I will take an apple by itself. I will take an apple by itself.
Take it by itself, just add some chicken to it and some mayo.
I will take an apple with peanut butter. I will take an apple with jelly.
Oh, you can put it with peanut butter and jelly. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
You're still mixing the apple with something.
Yes, I will take an apple with different type of toppings. But one of those toppings cannot be the chicken of the land.
See, let me tell you what I
called chicken.
Let me tell you what I think you're thinking. I think when in your half Afro-American mind, I think you were thinking chicken like in fried chicken, like there's seasonings and coatings and things like that.
No, it's a grilled chicken that's shredded.
It's not even a grilled chicken. It's a boiled chicken.
Even worse. Boiled chicken is gross as hell.
I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you to have this sandwich. Okay, listen.
If you buy it, I'll try it.
That's what the whole test was, is that I wanted you to try the sandwich.
Yeah, I'll try it.
And then we could have came on the show and we could talked about it like we did with the Wagyu and the Hero.
I'll try it, but I guarantee you I'm not going to like it.
Okay, when you do try it, what I want you to do is I want you to take the sandwich while it's in the wrapper and cut it in half and try one half of the sandwich.
Oh, yeah. That way I can give you the other half.
Exactly, because no matter which way you count it, I'm still fat.
Yeah. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. Hey, America, you wanna laugh? How about you get down with the Fat Guy cast? We got Corey, he's bougie, yeah. And we got DJ, he never does anything. Radio Show. Radio Show. Put them together, they are fun. Here we come again with the Fat Guy Radio Show. Radio Show. Radio Show. Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. We got the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's the Fat Guy Radio Show. It's a radio show, not a podcast. Boom. Let's go.
Live from Arizona, USA, and broadcasting worldwide with more than 1 million downloads, heard by the best fat fanatics. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, home of Arizona's Hot Talk Radio. I'm joined by Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good?
And I am your host, Corey Blaze, single, highly fertile, and my egg rolls on the Bird app. Fat Guy Radio Show is an interactive, accessible show. We welcome your input or questions on our live stream, like AK-47 chimed in on our live stream. Karen at Arby's headquarters made this sandwich. It sounded good, but the grapes are a no for me. So you got some grape company. I'm telling y'all, try it. That sweetness and that savory is what's going on in that sandwich. But nevertheless, I digress. I'm just fat. I'll eat anything. Fat Guy Radio Show interactive show. You can also tweet us your comments to @FatGuyRadioShow or slide into our DMs, which we have a DM that we're going to get to later in the show. Y'all be coming at us sometimes. We may read your comments on the air like we're going to do. You're also welcome to slide in our DMs, like I said before, during or after the show. Follow Fat Guy Radio Show on all popular social media. And today's show, ladies and gentlemen, is brought to you by our swag merch store. Open now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. It's a warmer out there. Then it's cooling back down. Most of the nation is in that bipolar polar vortex. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Best way to combat that is with a tank top and a matching sweatshirt from the Fat Guy Radio Show swag merch store. Sweatshirt for those morning lows and tank top for those afternoons high, and then back in the sweatshirt for the evening. Don't let Mother Nature catch you in 4K, catch you slipping. Be prepared for it all by shopping the swag merch store at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. It is the perfect way to support this show. The swag merch store at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store. And we thank you for doing Sody Wody Whoa Whoa Whoa. All right, everybody, welcome back to the Shody Whoa Whoa. Welcome to the show if you're just joining us. We appreciate you doing so. AK-47, how's everything sounding on the live stream, if you wouldn't mind? We've had a lot of technical tweaks here in the studio and then our virtual software to make things a little bit more apropos.
Yeah.
So we would like to know, how does it go?
Yeah. AK-47 off the Facebook says, Karen,
It's 5 minutes late. Nevertheless,
I know.
I love the sandwich. If Arby's was open after the show, I'd probably go and get another one.
What time does Arby close?
I don't know, but here's the thing. This is one thing I should have mentioned. I'm fat, but I'm an embarrassing fat.
Yeah.
Because I got that sandwich so many times.
You had to start going to a different Arby's?
I was alternating Arby's. Because there's two equally distanced, 3 actually, but I only hit up 2. There are 2 Arby's equally distanced. Now, I know that every time I go to that Arby's, there's always someone else at the window. But I'm just thinking self-consciously that the person that I got the sandwich from yesterday is in the back saying, this fat dude here yet, once again, to get another one of them sandwiches. I'm self-consciously thinking that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Self-consciously, you're thinking that?
Self-consciously. So I alternate.
Oh, it's in the same parking lot as the Carl's Jr.
The Arby's.
Yeah. The Arby's.
Yeah.
The Airbnbs.
The Airbnbs.
All right, and it says it closes at 11 p.m. I might have to go get me one.
Might have to stop by and get one nearest to you. I don't know how the ones are closer to where I am, but nevertheless.
Yeah, I don't know the ones where you are. I'm just saying the one closest to me is in the same parking lot as my.
And some of them, I know we did I praised Arby's, but some of them are a little shiesty.
Oh, I love me some shiesty Arby's.
There's some little shiesty Arby's.
Now, when I go to the shiesty Arby's, I'm going to order the chicken sandwich.
Okay.
Chicken salad sandwich. And
no, you're not.
Yes, I am, because you're going to pay for it. And then I'm also going to order me the hero.
The gyro.
The gyration.
The gyration sandwich.
Exactly.
Only thing I still stand on.
AK-47 says sound is 3. That's 3, right?
All right, so so we're in the throes of the NBA playoffs.
Oh yeah, the playoffs. We're in the playoffs.
We're in round 2 of the NBA playoffs.
Yeah.
And I just realized that switching the show like this is going to be murder for Instagram clips. I'm going to stop switching. We're in the middle of the NBA playoffs, and you see commercials all the time.
Okay.
Come here and watch the NBA playoffs. Come join us, beers and wings and NBA playoffs. I don't think the last time I experienced watching something on a big screen in a restaurant or a bar was when me and you went to Hula's and they had the old Hawaiian movie playing up on the big wall. So I had this question that pops up, and I know that you've done this. You've gone to a sports bar and watched the sporting event, have you not?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I saw an ad, and I can't remember the place. I don't know if it was, a cold beers and cheeseburgers or whatever other adult place, but it was a place that they were advertising about coming and watching the NBA playoffs and something going on with white people and a puck on some ice. I don't know what that's all about, but they were advertising, hookah. They were smoking the hookah, and they were inviting you to come there and smoke the hookah with them.
Yeah.
They had 48 4K TVs that they were advertising. So my question is, how enjoyable is that? Because even when we were at Hula's years ago and we were watching the movie on the wall that they projected up on the wall, I don't know if they still do that, I hope they do, that they projected up on the wall, it was still difficult to pay attention to what was going on. Then I think there was a game on the TV above the bar that we were sitting at Hula's too.
There was.
And it was impossible to pay attention to that. So if you have a place that's got 48 TVs and it's large and there's a couple of hundred people in there, we were at Hula's and there was probably 80 folks in there.
Okay.
There was no way I was going to be able to enjoy that as I would if I was sitting at home, or as I would when I'm watching an NBA playoff game, or if I'm watching the hookah. So how enjoyable is it? Is it really worth it? Or what am I missing about the experience of watching any type of sporting broadcast in a large public setting like that, where it's on TV, where there's commentators, where there's reaction, where there's reviews, where there's details going on? Number one, I'm against closed captioning. I don't want to read my TV. I want to watch my TV.
I'm against closed captioning when it comes to sporting events because it's always behind.
3 minutes, because that person back there in that little dark closet is sitting there working their fingers off.
What are they called? The stenographers?
The stereotophus Steve Nash, Leandro Barbosa Burkers.
Okay.
Pecan chicken salad.
Yes, it is enjoyable. Here's why. Those 48 screens all don't have a single game on them. Sometimes what they do is they'll put 4 of those screens together in different clusters around the restaurant to make jumbo screen.
Okay.
Also, you get the experience of a live sporting event where everyone's sitting there rooting and whatnot, conversation going on just as you would as a regular game, with the added bonus of getting the commentary, the reviews, and everything that you wouldn't get if you were at the live game.
So you're sitting in this room. Break it down to the basics here. You're sitting in this room with 50 of your closest friends that you don't know. Mm-hmm. You got 4 4K screens all playing the same game on one section. Then you got another game or another event happening on 4 other screens. And then you got another event going on somewhere for more 4K screens.
Yep.
And you can still hear the comment. Oh, you can still. I'm going to give an audio example before we go to break. I'm going to give an audio example of what you just described to me. So this is screen 1. Okay. That's screen 1. Let's turn on screen 2. Okay. There's screen 2 going on over there in the other side of the corner. All right. Here's screen 4. All right, screen 4 is turned on. Now we're going to turn on screen 5. What songs am I playing right now?
Well, I know you're playing Old Time's Sake, Let the Bodies Hit the Floor. I know that one of them is Love Paradise. I think that's the name of the song. Or Love's Holiday.
That was horrible.
Now, here's the thing, Corey.
That's what I'm thinking is happening. There's no way to be.
That's not what's happening.
I'm not ADD enough for that.
That's not what's happening. That's not what's happening.
Really?
It's not. So what typically happens is, one, restaurants are able to get the sound levels right to where that section can hear that TV and is not blaring over the whole restaurant. So if you're watching one game on one side of the restaurant, you're not necessarily listening to the other game on the other side of the restaurant.
Okay, now let me pause you right there real quick. Now, when you and I used to watch games together, I would have to shut the hell up because I felt that if I talked to you in the middle of the game, which, depending on what I was going to say, I would interrupt you. There is no way you were sitting in this restaurant or this bar with 50 of your closest friends and they're all talking about the game on the TV screens.
Yeah, they're not. And that's okay with me. Here's the thing. I don't want you having a conversation with me. So I can tune out your conversation. If I'm watching the game.
Okay, so this is a compartmentalization problem that I can't do. I cannot departmentalize that which is going on. That is just that's overstimuli to me. I would be overly stimulated by sound from the TV, sound from a conversation, sound from a waitress, trying to make sure that they get my pecan chicken salad sandwich right, sounds from the bar, sounds from that. That's just, I'm not smart enough for that. That's a lot.
I got it. I figured it out.
Okay.
I just did all the math right now.
You did the fat guy math.
Yeah, and I just figured out you're a little bitch.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break right now on top of that. And we'll be right back with a little bit more from this little fat bitch and that broken mocha on FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back after this. Idiot. Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me a Phi.
Phi.
What does that spell?
Spotify.
Spotify. And guess who's on Spotify?
Joe Rogan.
I am.
Oh, Fat Guy.
Fat Guy Radio Show's on Spotify.
How much money did we get to 200 million?
Man, we haven't even crested 200 people. We need to tell people about the fact that Fat Guy Radio Show is on the Spotify app.
Can we watch for free?
No, you can't really see the show on Spotify, but you can hear the show on Spotify. And what's so cool about the Spotify app, it's built into some cars, into the in-dash navigation system. It has Spotify, so people can hear us when they're out on the road, when they're taking their road trips, when they're driving their family around the city. Fat Guy Radio Show is on Spotify. So all you got to do is go to Spotify and look for Fat Guy Radio Show and add us to your favorites.
That sounds fancy. I'm going to go right now and add us to our favorites.
You ain't got Spotify.
I do, though. Somebody got to listen to Joe Rogan.
This isn't a Joe Rogan ad. This is Fat Guy Radio Show, DA.
Why do you keep talking about Joe Rogan? This is about Fat Guy Radio Show.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me a P.
P.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a T.
T.
Give me a Phi.
Phi.
What's that spell?
You missed the I, but Spotify.
Add us to your favorites on Spotify. That Guy Radio Show is on Spotify.
Yay!
Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we suck.
This is Fat Guy Radio Show, part of the BDB Radio Network.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Fat Guy Radio Show. This portion of the show is brought to you by our friends at Walmart. Her day, her way. Gifts for mom. Dazzle her by shopping jewelry under $50 or starting at $50. New fashion she is sure to love, or bring the spa to Ma. Mother's Day deals, something for mother or the mother figure in your life. All at Walmart. Shop now, shop today. Have it shipped to your home in as little as 2 days. But when you shop Walmart, start at FatGuyRadioShow.com and click the Walmart banner. Walmart! Shop today. And I had to read that commercial off of our backup notes because this $18,000 computer in front of me decided to freeze up. That's just great.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so, dude, I'm fat.
Yeah.
Thank you for confirming that.
We already knew that.
We did know that. And so everybody knows that, I work from home. My numbers job is from home, and that's probably why I'm so lonely. And I don't know what it was, but I guess I had taken my depressant medicine a little too late in the night, and I had a hard time getting up the next morning.
Ooh. Yeah,
I was like still groggy. I was so groggy, I slept through all 3 of my alarms.
All 3 of them?
All 3. Cell phone, side table, and across the room.
Oh, man, that's...
The across the room alarm goes off, and it's the loudest because it makes me get up and move.
Yeah.
Which forces me to wake up. Well, this day, I got up and moved and sat in my chair and went and dozed right back off. Dude, my morning routine to wake my big ass up is like, it's the dance of the sugar plum fairies to get my ass up. It is a delicate ballet to get me up. So I'm having a hard time getting up. I'm having a hard time getting going. I get to work, I sign on for work, and I'm working, and I'm dozing off as I'm working. And then I'm coming back and I'm dozing off as I'm working. I'm literally in the middle of like sending an email or a process, and I'm dozing off. And then finally I said, okay, I just need 5 more minutes to shake this.
Yeah.
All right. So I get back into bed, roughly around 8:45.
Okay.
And then I shake awake at 9:58.
Wow.
At 9:58. And then I look over at my work computer, and on the screen, it says, meeting starts in 2 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Right? So I see that as from the bed, I'm cocked over, looking over at the computer. And I jump up. I don't know why, but I must have been so loopy from the drugs, the sleep aid, that I fell asleep on my back. I never fall asleep on my back. I work like fish do. Anytime you see us on our back, we're dead.
I mean, some fish sleep on their backs.
Fish don't sleep on their backs.
Some do.
Okay, those are horny fish.
No, they're the Backacudas.
Backacudas.
Yeah, the Backacudas.
The Backacudas. Okay. So me and the Backacudas and dead fish sleep on our backs. So I slept on my back. I was so shaken that I saw that I had 2 minutes to not only log on to this meeting that required my camera to be on. All of you at homies know this. I had to actually pull it together facially, get the toast out of my eyes, put my facial hair in some type of shape so that I don't look so disheveled, and possibly put something over the two manatees hanging from my chest so that I don't put those on screen. And I set up so fast and so expeditiously, I did a sit-up.
Ooh.
And I know I did a sit-up because my stomach hurt for the rest of the day.
And now you have a single ab. Just one ab.
One ab.
It goes from the top all the way to the bottom. It's just one giant connecting ab.
I hurt so much. I sprained a muscle under all of this girth. That muscle said, well, did we just exercise? And I mean, that muscle tightened up so much when I sat up on my bed and I went to stand up, I buckled down to my knees because that damn stomach muscle tightened up. It tightened up so bad. I could literally, if I put a hand on each side of my stomach, one side would go in further than the other. That's how tight that muscle got.
Wow.
All jumping up to try to get to, I made it to the meeting. I faked it. I had my glasses on and everything so they couldn't see the toast under my eyes, but I did it. But I was shook that I hurt myself from doing a sit-up that fast to jump up.
I'm shook that you can even do a sit-up.
I didn't know I could either.
Well, now you know you can, so you got to do more.
No, it hurt.
Yeah, it's going to keep hurting until you keep doing them the way they don't hurt no more.
It sucked. It hurt all day. All into the evening. I was just like, oh my gosh, what is that pain? And then I realized, I did a sit-up and I shouldn't have did a sit-up. It was like a panic sit-up. Like I had to, get on that meeting. And the meeting was, and the reason why the meeting was why the meeting induced so much panic, it was one of them one-on-ones. One of them dreadful one-on-ones.
Performance reviews and whatnots.
No, it wasn't a performance review. It was just a one-on-one. Now I've lost all the show notes now. There they are. And I lost Facebook because you sure as hell ain't paying attention because you barely paying attention to me.
I have Facebook. It says literally, sound is okay. That's the last thing we got. 19 minutes ago.
All right.
I've been paying attention to everything that's going on. Even you. Badass. Oh, wait, nope. Still 19 minutes ago.
All right. So as I work my way down my show notes here, so the latest iPhone update, I don't know if you've seen it. Have you done the latest iPhone update?
No, not yet. Are you talking about, hold up, give me a second. Let me pull up my Magic Vagina phone real quick. Let me see. General software update. Are we talking about going to 16.4.1A?
Yeah, you might be a few behind, even worse than that, because I think we might be at 17 now. Oh, I even have one sitting out there. We're at 16.41A, right? Okay, so we're on the same. So you have the same update that I have.
Yeah.
Okay. This new update hurts my feelings because now I don't know if you've noticed or not, but when you're in the middle of a text conversation back and forth with someone and you're just conversating back and forth like I do. I'm a long texter because, I'm lonely and I don't have much else going on in my life.
Mm-hmm.
But the new iPhone update now has this new prompt that pops up that I find very hurtful. And I'm trying to find it because I thought I screen captured it with a conversation I was having with the White Knight. All right, so I don't guess I don't have it. Guess I don't have it. As there was about good 38 minutes of dead air there.
You don't have it?
Mm-mm.
What was it?
So the update basically lets you know when the other person that you're talking to has silenced their phone.
Okay. Why does that hurt your feelings?
Because if I'm in the middle of a text conversation back and forth, and then that little pop-up appears at the bottom of the text conversation, that means that they just bailed out.
No, it doesn't. Oh my God. You get your feelings hurt over the dumbest stuff, I swear.
I do?
I swear you do. I swear you do. Because if we were having a conversation and maybe I walked into a meeting, maybe I woke up at 8:50, 9:58, 2 minutes before my dreaded one-on-one, and I had to put my phone on silent, even though we were just texting, and you automatically think I bailed out of the conversation. No, I put my phone on silent. It doesn't. When you get that message, 9 times out of 10, they put their phone on silent, and it's the phone as a whole, or they put it on one of those focuses, and those focuses silence the messages. They didn't just go into your single thread and silence your thread.
I don't like that. I know that
and
now.
And it still says that you can deliver quietly, or you can just spam it to where it like delivers not loudly. And they'll still get the message. No matter what, they're still going to get the message.
But
though.
the phone never told me that before.
But
it never told me.
Yes, and now it's helping you out.
I don't want it to help me.
It's helping you out. So then now when they put it on silent, because they could be in a meeting or something, you're not spamming them and just inundating them with text messages because your feelings are hurt. But you're taking it as like, oh, you don't want to talk to me because you silenced your phone? Because you actually have a life outside of our conversation?
No one has. I don't have a life outside of the conversation. So the conversation is
you have no life.
We've established that.
And that's why bro, like, I don't know. I feel like we poke fun at people who need safe spaces and who like get upset about like certain political issues and whatnot. Yet you are those people. You are those people, but with regards not to the world, but to your small bubble.
Yeah, because all it's a small bubble, and I need every activity possible.
For someone who like pride themselves on having thick skin growing up, your skin got hella thin.
Only with people that matter.
But that's the thing.
Only with those that matter.
You think these people who matter are going to go out of their way to hurt you?
The phone does. I know
it's
they're
the
not.
Phone.
I know. That's why I started the conversation with, I don't like the new update. The new update hurts my feelings.
Because you're letting a machine. You're letting a machine hurt your feelings.
Yes,
you're letting a machine. Yes. That's how thin your skin has got. That a machine, an inanimate object who cannot think for itself, has the power to hurt your feelings.
AK-47 says, I agree with DT. Quit being a whiny batch, Corey. We got back-to-back meetings to go to. I don't have back-to-back meetings.
Exactly. You can sleep. Your workday starts at 7:30. You can sleep until 9:58 before a one-on-one.
I need stimulation. I have no one. It's just me.
She said correction, bitch.
Oh, you didn't have to read that correction part.
I did. Because just like I said, I did the math earlier in the show, and it turns out that you just a bitch. What did you?
Listen.
Hold on. Little fat bitch, as you said.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't be so sensitive if the phone didn't tell me. Now the phone tells me, and I don't know where the screen capture went, but it shows up in red at the bottom of the conversation.
It depends on what your guys' thing is, because mine doesn't show up in red. Mine is in purple and blue.
Mine shows up red and says, so-and-so has silenced their phone.
Yeah.
And then I just shrink to just tell me, okay, BRB or
maybe they don't have time.
TTYL.
Literally, maybe they were
three letters or four. BYB or TTYL.
Corey, sometimes I go straight into a meeting and my phone's in my pocket and I just flick the switch. I don't have time to text you BRB.
In the middle of our conversation, you were just automatically, now your phone it's gone.
We could have been talking on my way to walk into a meeting. There's a bunch of different things, Corey. You think that someone, when they text you, is just sitting there, laying on their bed, toes flying in the air, and they're just like this. Oh, I can't wait to see Corey when he reads this one.
That's what I'm doing.
He's gonna be so happy when he reads this one, even though it's the middle of the work day.
That's what I'm doing.
At work.
That's what I'm doing, though.
Even though you know I'm a camera operator, maybe he was in the middle of a shot. Maybe he was in the middle of a shot because you know what
we would have never started a conversation in the middle of a shot. You know that's camera operator code number 4.
I understand that he was on a break, and then as soon as he was waiting for your text, and the next thing you know, there's a shot that needs to be done.
And why I gotta put in my passcode just to get to the deleted files? I am literally led. Anytime somebody texts me, note this, little bitch here. Anytime you text me or communicate with me, I become your world. That's how sacky I am. I am sitting there. I am the guy that sits there and watch the little 3 ellipses bubble. What they about to say? Is it a picture? Is it a GIF? What they gonna do?
I'm glad. I am so glad. I am so glad that I don't have my receipts on with you. Because if me putting my phone on silent would
please turn your read receipts off.
Then
please.
Read receipts would definitely, because sometimes I'm able to look on my watch, but I'm not able to respond because I don't like responding on my watch anyways because
it's horrible.
Yeah, so if I'm in a meeting and I happen to see that you text me and I look at it and I'm like, oh, okay, cool, I got to respond to that later. And then like the meeting takes another 30 minutes, you're going to be super, he read my messages, left me on red at 10:58.
Oh, I will call out your left on red in a minute. Ask my boy Zach. I will call out your you left me on red? Okay.
Yeah, because I was in a meeting, you fat tub of lard.
I take it personally.
You are ridiculous.
No, I'm not.
You are ridiculous.
Listen, when someone engages me or I engage them, I'm there for a purpose. I don't talk to many people. I can count the people that I talk to on one hand. When I talk to those people, it's a very poignant conversation.
Let me guess, Corey. When I do this right now, this is gonna hurt your feelings too, because then we're gonna be not talking for a while, right? I'm leaving the show right now, though. I'm leaving the show. We're up on a break.
You're telling us
we're up on a break right now.
You're making me go on a bitch break.
But just so you know, when I say we're going on a break, that just means that I'm actually leaving the show right now.
You're leaving the show for a break.
For a break.
All right. We're ready for a break. I guess I am sensitive. I own it.
You're more sensitive than Sensodyne.
The stuff that holds the old people teeth in?
It's a toothpaste. Sensodyne toothpaste.
That they put on the old people teeth?
No, people with sensitive teeth use Sensodyne.
Oh, I'm okay with that. This is Fat Guy Radio Show on FatGuyRadioShow.com. We'll be right back after this.
You've never been to our website, DA?
I mean, why would I need to go on it? I mean, I am the show. So why would I go to the show.com?
You're on the website. You don't go to the show.com. That's something else, bruh. You go to FatGuyRadioShow.com and you've never been like,
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Like, hey, my Twitter link and my Instagram link is up on my bio.
That's really good advertising for us. We have episodes on the website too?
DA, what the hell? This is your show.
Look. It says the Home Depot. We even have our sponsors on there. Oh, and it's a secure website, and we can become a patron straight from the website, too.
You've got to be kidding me.
What is a parent website? BDB Radio Network. That's news.
What are you doing here? Have you never been to our website where all of the information that we talk about on the show, on social media, our YouTube replay is there, our Facebook link is there?
Corey, you can watch the live show. There's a link. I press live, and it takes me straight to the show. Why have we not talked about this?
Oh, my gosh, DA, there's nothing new. Everyone that loves and embraces the show knows about FatGuyRadioShow.com. It's the hub of where everything is.
Especially me. I see my picture.
Your Photoshop picture.
But I look beautiful.
FatGuyRadioShow.com. Even DA can navigate to it after being on the show for 100 years.
Wow, it even has my Facebook. I'm enamored.
You've got to be kidding me.
I know my ABCs, I know my ABCs. Y'all come along and sing them with me. A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, A,
when you thought they had nothing more to say, here's more. Fat Guy Radio Show right here on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Shooty Whoa. For those of you that are just joining us on our live stream, I am your host, Corey Blaze, and that right there is Daniel D.T. Taylor.
What's good? I'm not a little bitch.
Yeah, he's not. Speaking of being a little bitch, there is this new thing out. I don't think it's a new thing. I think it's just something that's really starting to become popular.
Okay.
And you being a person in their late 20s?
Mid 30s.
Mid 30s. Okay. You might be able to relate to this.
Okay.
There's this new thing, or this thing that's coming into popularity for toddlers. So parents, listen up, because I'm coming for you. Squeaky shoes. Have you heard of these?
I have not.
Okay. So I don't have the audio from it because the audio was just, parents talking over their kids. But the purpose of a squeaky shoe is that you put it on toddlers that are walking that run off. So you can hear them run away, or you can hear them wander off. So you got these toddlers that are just walking around malls and grocery stores, and all you hear is just these little squeaky toys, like a dog's toy, every time the toddler takes a step. And they are there's this new fad and this website called We Squeak Shoes.
Okay.
Or WeSqueak.com for these little shoes that you put on your toddler. Now, I'm going to sound like an old man, but we didn't have this mess when I was a kid. What we had were parents that said, stay by me when we go in this mall or when we go in this store. Don't wander off. We got threatened to not wander off.
Yeah.
So I don't understand these squeaky shoes things. And to me, putting these on a toddler today just makes me think that there's some lazy parents. If you got to low jack your kid. Because listen, I'm comparing this to how I grew up.
I get that. But you're missing a whole nother generation that was in the middle of that. If you think these parents are lazy, I think this is a step up from having your kid on a collar and a leash.
That was my next point. This is the kid dog collar times 2, or it's the cat bell that you put around your cat's neck so you know where that little mother effer is in the house.
Yeah, which I think is way better. And here's the reason why it's better. Yes, you got scared and was like, oh, stay by me and everything. Cool. And your parents didn't have to worry about you running it off, right? But then you had the kids getting dragged along literally by a leash, right?
Yeah, that was worse.
Those parents were overprotective, couldn't let the kid go anywhere. This parent's actually getting back to letting your kids wander, because that's how kids learn, is through experiences. But this is saying, okay, you're going to be on here. It's better than putting a freaking Apple AirTag on them.
That is definitely some millennial parenting right there. You Apple tag your kid.
I actually think the squeak shoes are a good idea in the sense that you're giving your kids some freedom, but you're also being able to, it's like letting your kids roam the neighborhood and say, stay in this block and be home before the street lights come on.
Okay, and I can understand that in an older child, but these little squeaky shoes are for toddlers. These are little toddlers that you're not.
What do you mean an older child?
An older child can go out and play around the neighborhood. You're not going to let a walking 2 or 3 year old go around and explore the neighborhood.
Corey, you're using these shoes in a public sense, and then saying that that's the reason why. So okay.
Yeah, that's how they were portrayed to me on that's how I saw them. They were showing children in a mall, very small toddlers that have just started walking in a mall with their parents, and the toddlers were running off in the mall.
Okay.
That's
and what's wrong with that?
The problem is
How's
is
that lazy?
Because when you're in a public setting, you should at least be able to train your child to stay with me if you're taking your child to a place where you don't want them to roam or walk around.
Yes, if you don't want them to roam or walk around, but if you do want them to roam and walk around, then the shoes help you still keep Corey.
They didn't present it that way, though, is what I'm saying. They did not present it. They presented it as a way to give the parents an out from having to keep their eyes on their kids, and they just put their ears on their kids. I understand what you're saying. I understand that they can roam. I understand that they can explore. That's how kids learn in a controlled environment. But when you take that toddler into an uncontrolled environment like a grocery store or a mall, when there are people around that you don't necessarily know, I think it's lazy, it's equal to or greater than when they put the kids on a dog leash because they refuse to teach their child to stay near them when they're in a public. We teach our dogs to stay by our hip.
Yeah, on a leash.
Some dogs are trained leashless to stay next to you.
Okay, but still.
But now we can't teach a child that?
To equate squeaking shoes to be just as lazy or even more lazy than training your child to be on your cart compared to a leash? No, the leash is the ultimate lazy. There's no more lazier than a leash.
Yeah, the leash is definitely worse than the shoes. I misspoke. The leashes are worse than the leashes.
AK-47 off the Facebook says, we had light up shoes. Kids only wandered off in the dark. Also, she says, what happens when all the kids have squeaky shoes in the mall?
Yeah, you don't know whose kid is exactly.
So you still got to do it.
So I'm telling you, when you take your toddler, parents should be training their toddlers to not wander off. I lost AJ one time in a store when he was a toddler
because you wanted a donut.
I did want a donut, and he didn't. He wanted a toy. And I told his little high-yellow ass before we got out the car, I said, you stay next to me, don't go wandering off. Because every time we went to this store, he knew exactly where the toy section was, though small, and he wanted to go to the toy section. He took his little ass in there, didn't pay attention, and wandered off. I didn't have no squeaky shoes. I didn't have no kid dog collar. You know what I did? I kept on shopping. I said, he'll eventually find his way back. And he did. And you know what he learned? He learned to not wander off no more. Because he finally found me, and he came and he was crying and
I got a new idea what I'm gonna I got a new product.
All I'm saying is train your child so that they don't wander off when you're in a public place.
F that. I got a new idea.
What that idea is?
We gonna sell balloon buddies. Balloon buddies. Yes, Corey, balloon buddies. Now, what the balloon buddies are these are helium-filled balloons that you tie to your children's clothing, and they will be in the air. And that way, wherever your child goes, they have a little icon above them to show you exactly where your child is.
So you are Google Map dropping the kids.
So we are going to have balloon buddies. And they come in all kind of festive colors. You can even get them customizable. All right. Because AK-47 is going to say, well, what's going to happen when everyone has the same balloon buddy? All right. We have different balloon buddies.
No.
So you have different things. You want a Naruto balloon buddy? There you go. You want a Sasuke balloon buddy? There you go. All right. You want a reincarnated slime balloon buddy? There you go. If you want your child to have an Attack on Titan balloon buddy, he will have Eren Yeager.
Now let me ask you a question, though. So this is a balloon buddy that is tied to a string that is then tethered to your toddler, right?
No.
Explain it. How is it tethered to your toddler? How does it connect to the child?
It's not on a string.
What is it on?
It is on a pole.
It's on a pole.
It cannot be cut.
Okay, so it can't be cut. So it's on a metal pole.
No one said metal.
So it's what kind of pole is it then?
A pole that cannot be cut.
A pole that cannot be cut. The last time I checked of a pole that cannot be cut,
metal can be cut.
That would be a pole made of concrete.
Concrete can be cut.
So what is a pole that cannot be cut?
A pole that cannot be cut just with scissors. Like you'll have to.
So what is the pole? PVC?
It could be PVC pipe. It could be some kind of foldable plastic.
Okay.
It could be aluminum. I don't know.
Oh, glad you said aluminum. So what happens when the kid is in a Walmart wanders to where there's a hanging light fixture. You now have an electrocuted kid.
Corey.
But their
Corey.
balloon is still floating, so you know exactly where your kid was electrocuted.
Exactly. You know where your barbecue child is. All right? Barbecue child in the electrical aisle. All right? We got you.
All because you wanted to go get a donut and you ballooned your kid.
But
you didn't up.
But
you
if
didn't
it hit
up
a light
your kid.
fixture, it's going to hit from the balloon part. And rubber does not conduct electricity.
It's going to be higher depending on the length of the pole. Now, is the pole that you have, is it adjustable so parents can adjust the pole according to what store they go in? So if they go into a dollar store, they got lower ceilings.
Yes.
So you can lower it down. But if they go like into like a Kmart, they got high ceilings.
Exactly.
Okay.
And there's no such thing as Kmart's anymore. They went bankrupt.
I'm old.
Obviously.
So when you take your kid in the yellow front, they got low ceiling. That's even older than Kmart. I don't like your balloon buddies idea because you're gonna have a whole lot of electrocuted kids.
No, you're not.
Here's the way. Here's the way to avoid having the squeaky shoes and having a balloon buddy. Train your child to not leave your side when you're in an uncontrolled environment.
No,
that's
Corey,
all I'm
because
saying.
then you know what's gonna happen?
I'm gonna
have this kid follow me around the whole time.
Then pull out then. Hell.
I tried.
That's the root of the problem. You know I love getting to the root of the problem. The root of the problem is that if you
basted her like a turkey. I basted her like a turkey. Some
one got in.
I don't know how it happened.
One always. Hey, there's always damage to a structure, even during an aerial attack.
Always. I don't know how it got in. I just know I basted her like a turkey.
This is the root of the problem. I tried to hit her
with the kemosabe.
This is the root of the problem. We've gotten down to the root of the problem. The root of the problem with the squeaky shoes. The root of the problem with the balloon buddies. The root of the problem with the dog collar for the kids. And just because you put it in a cute little bear backpack, don't make it no less. It's still a collar. The root of the problem is you got a whole lot of dumb people that don't know how to pull out. We wouldn't have to squeaky up our shoes. We wouldn't have to put them on collars. We wouldn't have to balloon buddy them if they weren't created by two dumb people that don't know how to teach their child to stand next to them.
I'm gonna go ahead and stop you.
That's what it is.
No,
that's what it is.
No, it's not. Because even I've seen videos. We've seen videos. Even with training your kid to be by your side, does not stop these predators and whatnot from trying to snatch these kids up.
Okay, that's a whole different argument. So
having other things,
predators,
other things.
That's where
I'm just saying having other things to help you keep an eye on your child isn't the worst thing in the world. The world is way different from kids riding their bikes in the streets from sunup to sundown. All right.
Yeah, but we fell and we skinned our knees. We drank out of the water hose.
Yeah, I get all that. I'm old.
I don't get this stuff. I'm not low jacking my kid. I never did low jacket. He got lost. He skinned his knee. He got hurt. Fine. And guess what? He's still alive.
Exactly. And you're one of the lucky ones.
Yeah, that's true. No, I don't think I'm lucky. My argument is that
you call it laziness.
We've given
some people
parents
want other...
too many outs out of being a parent.
Okay. If this is the case, if these things are the things that you're the hill you want to die on parents being lazy, get baby monitors out of the equation too. Get baby monitors out of the equation.
Baby monitors are for when the baby is sleeping.
Oh, I'm sorry, you can't hear your child. You can't hear stuff in other rooms in your house. You need a monitor.
You cannot hear when a child stops breathing. That's what.
You don't hear. You don't always hear when a child stops breathing on the baby monitor.
That's what you hear. Those are to protect the child. I'm not talking about things to protect the child. I'm talking about things that give parents outs.
The shoe. You are labeling it out. You are these help protect children too.
Well, okay,
having a thing to let your child wander around, but letting me know where you are still helps me protect you. So you can even if you have a sleeping child, you can literally check on your child periodically.
Yeah, most people do. And when they're in that little small stage where they can stop sudden infant death, they sleep, the baby sleeps in the room.
The monitor, unless you have a video monitor, the radio monitors don't let you know that.
No, they don't. And,
exactly.
And here's the thing, there's new technology out that the bed, like my pneumatic slumber bed, tracks my heart rate and my breathing patterns.
I'm just saying, you come at these parents for things out in public.
I'm coming at them for when
there's convenient things that I have been in the industry for kids that I've been implemented in the house, and I don't hear you saying anything. When it comes to out in public is when you have an issue.
Because
when
parents
it comes to
parents wants to take the environment inside the house outside, and that's not the case. You've got to train your child.
Yes, and where does training start? In the house. So if you're using the in the house stuff, then of course you're not training your child for out in the world. So why are you getting mad about the out in the world stuff and not going back to the root of the problem? You said the root of the problem is they don't want to pull out. No, the root of the problem is they want the easy conveniences in the house and then want to take those conveniences out into the world. That's the root of the problem. So if you have a problem with the out in the world stuff, have a problem with the in the house stuff too.
No, we're seeing it from two different perspectives, which is fine. Which is fine. Your perspective, your perspective, and your argument is valid within itself. But my argument is that we are starting to see. Feel like we're starting to see a lot more dependency upon technologies and inventions outside of just the classic basic parenting, where you teach your child when you go out in public to stay next to their parent. That's the whole basis of my argument.
Yeah, and where can you teach that at? At the home. You don't have to take them out in public just to start teaching them that stuff.
No, I'm not saying that you do. You do want to teach them that. You want to teach. I'm saying is that it's not being taught anywhere. Where their parents are leaning more on the technology, so they don't have to teach them at home and they don't have to teach them out in public.
I feel like you're at that age. I feel like you're at that age where you become this curmudgeon.
I've always been a curmudgeon.
Where like you don't want anyone stepping on your lawn, but you want to be the cool guy at the same time.
No, I'm done being a cool guy.
And the reason why I say you want to be the cool guy at the same time, because I see how you interact and how you like put on when you're talking with your GCU friends, and it's completely different. And like I've noticed this. I'm
wondering how many interactions you've seen me do outside of a show with my GCU interns.
It's just when you talk and like how you talk about when you talk with them. And even in our personal conversation when you talk about that.
I would probably disagree with that. But nevertheless, we're up on a break. We're going to take a quick break right here, ladies and gentlemen. On the other side of this, we went a little long on that, but that was a spirited debate, which we haven't had on this show in quite some time. Probably going to listen back to that and laugh my ass off. We're going to take a quick break right here, folks. We'll be right back on FatGuyRadioShow.com.
My brothers and sisters, this is what you got to do. You got to squeeze, huh? You got to mean it. You got to...
Sorry, wrong commercial.
What commercial were you trying to do?
I was trying to do a commercial to encourage everyone to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Did you know that we have a YouTube channel?
I think I came across it once. It's called Fat Guy Radio Show.
We need to tell more people, DA, to be more engaged by subscribing and then hitting that little bell up in the top hand corner so that they are reminded every time there's a new episode posted on our YouTube channel.
Well, how do we get the word out?
Tell everybody to go to youtube.com/FatGuyRadioShow and subscribe. It's that simple. You can do it through the YouTube app and you get an alert every time there's a new Fat Guy Radio Show episode posted. And you can go out there, watch it, share it on your social media, and invite all your friends.
I'm going to open my window and scream it now. Everybody, go to YouTube. Somebody threw a shoe at me.
You got to get the squeeze out. You got to mean it. Ooh.
Sometimes we're funny, sometimes we suck.
Where did you get that muffin? Muffin button? I didn't install a muffin button. And where did I get this muffin?
You're listening to Fat Guy Radio Show.
All right, everybody, welcome back to the Showdy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This portion of the show is brought to you by our monthly bonus show, Afterburn. If you like conversations like we just had here, take that conversation and throw in a lot of F-bombs and S-bombs and MFers and flip-offs and boob flashes and ball wags, and you got Afterburn. It's that simple. It's our monthly bonus show, no rules, no commercials, and it's not safe for work. You don't have to worry about jumping up and doing an accidental sit-up to make it to Afterburn. Afterburn, subscribe today at FatGuyRadioShow.com. Afterburn, and we're also still running our Steam Stream challenge for 50 new subscribers at any level, the $3 level, the $8 level, or the $10 full Monty level. Once we get to 50 new subscribers, we will do a Steam Stream show, a hot tub show from Casa La Blaze in January. It's going to be cold, and all I can say is shrinkage. And if it shrinks anymore, I'm Caitlyn Jenner. Subscribe today at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Afterburn. And we thank you for doing so. All right, welcome back to the Showdy. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So Little D sends me a text message the other day. And what did he say? Hey, big bro, somehow the show email is still on my phone. And I found an email you should read. And then I asked him, I says, what date and time did it come in on? And he's told me what date and time. So then I go and I read the email. Lil D, in the 5,000 years we've been doing this show, ain't never read the show's email, you know? And if he is, he's been sneaking and going in there and deleting stuff that I can't see or we don't see. But it was interesting. So I'm like, this is going to be something like somebody probably sent us some boobies or sent us some inappropriate pictures or something like that. No. Of course, it was an email attacking me. So I go and I open up the email, and it's basically, it's an email alert from a DM from our Twitter account at Fat Guy Radio Show on Twitter. Okay, so it was a DM, and it was one of those DMs because I think you got like 280 characters in Twitter now. So it was one of those DMs that had like, you know, multiple parts because I guess this person had a lot to say. And I don't know how much of an argument I have back at this person here at the end of the show. This is what the Twitter DM said to Fat Guy Radio Show. So Corey's detailed delaying reading is Questlove's new book. What Corey failed to mention as he hailed the beginning of the Fat Guy Book Club, Questlove wrote that book for middle schoolers. So Corey's first entertainment level book is one written for 13-year-olds. Bravo, bro. The bar can't get any lower. May I recommend a great read for the Fat Guy Book Club, Green Eggs and Ham.
Is that it?
Yeah. Questlove did write the book for middle schoolers. It is a book that is to be read by middle schoolers. I can't argue with this guy's point.
I can.
Because he has a point that it is, and I didn't mention that. I went in getting the book because of the meaning behind it. Yeah. I really wasn't paying attention to the fact that it
doesn't matter if it was
written for middle schoolers.
The Hunger Games was written for middle schoolers.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Harry Potter's were written for middle schoolers.
I was feeling dumb.
The Giver is a book for middle schoolers. There's a bunch of good novels out there. I mean, we were told to read The Great Gatsby in middle school.
True.
So, I mean, there's a bunch of great novels out there.
But he's saying that it's a kid's book.
Yeah, those are all those books. The Harry Potter series is considered a kid's book. The Pendragon series, the 10-book series that I read, was for middle schoolers. I read that in my 20s. Like, A Brave New World by Aldous Huxley. I read that in high school.
A Brave New World. Oh, sorry, wrong.
Like, I'm just saying, some of these books, like, can be considered kid books.
So me reading the Questlove book ain't bad,
No.
sir. If that's
Green
who
Eggs
you
and Ham
are.
is a great book too.
It's a kid's book,
And
though.
don't sell yourself short. You should have recommended the Starbelly Sneeches.
Green Eggs and Ham, I can't read them because I can't concentrate over my squeaky shoes. I get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm heading for the exit. That one right there. All right, thank you so much for joining us for another Fat Guy Radio Show. We appreciate you for doing that. My apologies to Justin Bieber. We just plumb ran out of time. Let me quickly remind you about the swag merch store. Shop now at FatGuyRadioShow.com/store or through any of our social media links. And don't forget about our monthly bonus show, Afterburn. Subscribe today at FatGuyRadioShow.com/Afterburn. Drop us a letter, comment, or question anytime to FatGuyRadioShow@gmail.com or send us a gift. We love surprises to Box 41506, Phoenix, Arizona 85080. Give Fat Guy Radio Show's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube pages a like and a follow. Tell everybody you know about the show, and when they ask you what's it all about, tell them. They'll make you laugh or depress the hell out of you, but you won't know until you listen. For Daniel Taylor,
What's good?
I've been Corey Blaze with our show's battle cry, Skinny People.
That's me.
Fat people already know they're fat, so stop reminding us. We're all stronger together. See you at the top. Good night.
May the 4th be with you.
You had to get that in.